It's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? I just got done testing the Agility Angel Perfect Cell unit's ability to increase defense as part of the super attack. As you can see right there, defense will increase for every super attack performed. So we're going to test out how high his defensive abilities will actually get up to. And as an added bonus, I did include the Extreme Intelligence Easy A Perfect Cell as well, since he has the ability to increase attack for every super attack performed. So in case you missed the last video I did on the intelligence version, you'll be able to see the attack increase or Kaioken mechanic for both the intelligence versions, attack ability, and then the agility versions, defensive ability. So as you saw, I believe the base defense with this current rotation was about 39,548. So as you can see, obviously Kid Buu is on this rotation, and you'll kind of see the unit maintain in the rotation later on in the video, but it did go up to about 77,118 for defensive abilities. But you are going to see incremental defensive abilities with the every rotation after the super attacks performed. So in addition to that, the Agility Cell unit does have the nuking passive where attack and defense will increase based on the amount of ki collected. I tried to omit that factor, just kind of get it to where, starting off each rotation, what the defensive stats look like. So that's pretty much the basis of this video. Also, Big Bad Bosses is pretty much inactive for most of this video, just because it kind of throws off the percentages and stat increases here and there. So, it is a 25% increase to attack and defense based on HP levels of 80% or below. But just to keep things a little bit more consistent, I pretty much kept the team at full HP for the most part, and didn't have Big Bad Bosses activated. So based on my findings, it does equate to about a 30% increase for every super attack performed for defensive increases compared to the base defense. So, the base defensive stat of 39,548, you're looking at 30% increases for every super attack performed after that. So it is a pretty consistent percentage number. In terms of the actual value for the defensive stat, that equates to about 11,864 or 11,865. That's pretty much the equivalent of that 30% change over change for every super attack performed. So it's definitely consistent, and like I said, it does switch things up and change things up a little bit if Kid Buu is in the rotation. Obviously, Kid Buu provides a 50% increase to attack and defense for all allies as part of the passive if HP levels are over 80%. So that can certainly increase the numbers quite a bit, but toward the later end of the video, you're only going to see sections where Kid Buu is part of that rotation for both the Agility Perfect Cell and the Intelligence Perfect Cell. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, this is obviously an unrealistic setting for the defensive and attack increases, but from a testing standpoint, it's always interesting to see how high the stats actually get to. Okay, so the Angel Perfect Cell has a defensive stat about 433,000. That is after 20 super attacks, just FYI. So that is about a 995% change compared to the base of 39,000. So you can tell it's a pretty significant jump. I didn't log in the data for the Extreme Intelligence Perfect Cell with the EZA just because I've already done a video for it, but you can kind of visually see the increases toward the attack as well. This should be super attack number 29. I think the defensive stats for the Agility Angel Perfect Cell was about 611,000. So yeah, it's quickly growing based on the number of super attacks performed. And the goal for this video was to get over 1 million in defensive stats, and like the video title suggests, we were able to get there. The question is, how many super attacks did it take? So we're at 771,000 in defense. That is after 36 super attacks performed with the Angel Perfect Cell. So yeah, it definitely takes a long time to get to this point, but again, this is really for testing purposes. It's not meant to be a realistic battle setting. So just for curiosity purposes, I like doing these types of videos every now and then. Alright, so we should be at super attack number 39, and you can see the stats are up to, 824,576. So we're definitely getting close to that 1 million mark. And looks like Perfect Cell, the intelligence version, has about 4.5 attack stat potential. So that guy is definitely growing the attack output as well. Yeah, 5.7 million, and it'll continue to climb as well. With the critical about 10 million, so yeah, that unit definitely makes a improvement with the attack output as well. Okay, so super attack number 45, we're at 966,948 in defense for the agility version, and then I didn't even keep track of the intelligence Perfect Cell, but it's going to continue to climb for the attack output as well. Alright, so we finally hit the 1 million mark with defense for the Agility Angel Perfect Cell. It looks to be about 1,055,931. That is after 48 super attacks performed, and the additional attacks kicking in for another super definitely helped serve as a catalyst to get this guy's defense up higher as soon as possible. But it's a level 14 additional attack, level 12 critical, so you're not going to see additional supers kick in every time, you know what I mean? But every little bit helps. Alright, so it looks like 1,091,524 for the defense, and then that is after super attack 51 times. So you're starting to get to the point where it's gonna plateau and you're not gonna see an increase any further, just because there is a restriction of 99 turns per battle, even though it says unlimited increases toward attack or defense. So there is a cap at 99 turns. And looks like Cell is going to be peaking at 7 million in terms of attack output potential. Alright, so this is number 54 in terms of the number of times the unit supered. Looks about 1,221,000 or 1,024,000 without the collection of key. It does jump to about 1,480,000 roughly. And Perfect Cell is going to be increasing attack even more. The intelligence version looks to be about 6.3 million. At this point, yeah, Zamasu is pretty much a punching bag. I did have to be careful because Rose and Zamasu did lower the defense if they performed a super. Alright, so this is pretty much a summary of some of the data I collected. So as you can see, after 57 super attacks, you're looking at about 1,201,755 in terms of defensive stat for the Agility Cell unit. That's a net change of 1.16 million compared to the base of 39,548. That's roughly about a 2,900% increase over 57 super attacks. So it definitely does add up very, very high numbers. Now, again, this is very unrealistic, but as you know, as for testing, it's very fun to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, definitely appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for next time.